Sir, sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, Sandraja, sir. Sir, Sandraja, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Oh, good afternoon, sir. Sir, shall we start, sir?
Yes, sir. We can start, sir.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Very good afternoon, everyone gathered here. I hope that everyone had a lunch and being wealthy. It's my pleasure to welcome our today's session's resource person, Dr. H.P. Shantaraja, Professor, School of Information Technology and Engineering, VIT University, Vellore. And I wish to welcome all the participants for Day 1, Session 3 of AICT ATAL-sponsored FDP on Internet of Things. Before going to session, let me see the short intro about our resource person. He received his PhD degree in the field of network security in 2007. He has 22 plus years of experiences in teaching. His research interests are in network security, knowledge support system, and database system. He had contributed towards a research project on agriculture, healthcare, and other related domains. He had published research articles in reputed journals, books, and book chapters, and etc. He had several different roles in various academic institutions across country and represented in various research bodies. He is a notable research supervisor in VIT and Anna University, where 15 PhD scholars have completed the research work under his guidance. Being an active member in professional bodies, he had a contributor for student community and received accolades which include IST's Best Performance Award across state at 2016, CSI State Level Student Coordinator 2015 to 16, and so on. Now I request our resource person, Dr. S.P. Shantaraja, to deliver his speech on the topic of real-life scenario of IoT. Please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bhaskar, for the intro. A very pleasant good afternoon, friends. In fact, while starting, Mr. Bhaskar was saying, hope every one of you had a good lunch. So that word, I have to think in different way. So once we are comfortable with comfortable food, then definitely it will lead you for a a sleepy mood. But anyway, I'll try to make you not to sleep. We'll try for it. Before, friends, am I audible first of all?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Fine. Now let me share the screen before. 1 minute, friends. Is it shareable?
Yes, sir. It's screen visible, sir.
Fine. Hope my video is muted, right?
Yes, sir.
Audio is also okay, no?
Yes, sir. Audio and screen also okay, sir.
Fine, sir.
Okay.
Right. Once again, pleasant good afternoon, every one of you, and welcome to this session. It's a wonderful topic. In fact, it's highly essential for today's world. Such a topic was IoT. IoT is emerging field, and we start using IoT in almost every part of across our life. So I wish to talk about what way it is connected, how it is emerging here, abroad, what research is going on, how it is used in
Sir,
business. Yeah.
sir, voice is not audible, sir.
Is this okay now? No?
Sir,
Sir, your volume is too low, sir.
Oh, please. Is this
it's not audible, sir.
Is this okay? No.
Yeah, sir. It's audible, sir.
No, if it is audible, please tell me. Otherwise, I'll make some alternate.
Sir, it's okay, sir.
Or shall I go with? Let me remove the microphone. Is this audible?
Sir, now okay, sir.
Then fine. Then I'll remove the microphone. That will be better, I feel. In case of any discrepancies, kindly let me know.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sure.
Yes, friends. So I'm going to discuss. Actually, let this not be a very formal session. Let us be an interactive session so that we can think of how real time can use IoT for the benefit of research or benefit of any kind of business or any development. Such a wonderful topic was given by Cognard Engineering College, right? So first and foremost, I wish to thank the management, the principal, head of department, members of faculty, and all the organizers of this AICT ATAL FDP for giving me a wonderful opportunity. Really, it is well organized and variety of topics and learned speakers are there. And I see a good number of response. Really, my appreciation to every one of you, and thanks for giving me an opportunity. So, right, friends, to begin with, let me start with how we make use of the IoT. Let us say, let us talk about the past, and we'll think of something present and what could be the outcome in the future. Early days, when people thought of automation, then everybody started, annoying not to use automations. Everybody says it is better to go with manual work, not to go with automations. So in fact, technologies also was so scary in making the automations. That was the past. Later, many experts have observed that they have agreed in today's world automation is highly required. So in what way they agreed? Such that in future the automation should not disturb the job market, one point, and it should not disturb the growth likewise, as the expected, right? As the experts expectations, they have found out that that means from 80s they think of 90s, from 90s they thought of 2000, from 2000 2010, 10 to 20. Likewise, whatever they expected, their expectation has become false that automation gave more jobs. Automation has improved economy. It has not destroyed economy. Because of automations, we all were so comfort in handling the work. So that is what the expert says. So better we'll go with some automations. So every automation lift the nation's economy, and it was balancing the livelihood of people and also the benefit without affecting the job. As well as it gave many employment, not only employment, many growth, many quality. So the productivity has gone up because of the population. We need more productions. So the production can be attained only with the help of automations. So there it leads to quality economic growth. To start with, let me focus something from the statistics. The United Nations statistics says, the population division of United Nations says, in 1950, the population was 2.5 billion, right? So their expectation in 2050, it could be 9.6 billion. If you take the previous statistics, around 2014, they have taken 7.2 billion, and it is crossing by 8 by 2020. So likewise, the population is keep on increasing. As long population increases, the requirement of the people also increases. In order to support their expectations, their need, it is highly difficult to work for it. So better to go with some sort of automations. That is what expert felt. Why not we go with automations? Their intention, the main objective is to develop some higher end tools, make higher end technologies through which they try to produce greater economic output with less human effort. Because nowadays people are not ready to work that much ground to earth, but they are ready to put more effort in making the product high with less work. That is what their intention. For that, automation supported a lot. That means it substitutes the work activities with the help of machines. So with this aim, they started increasing the quality and quantity of every domain, every product. For that, they were depending on, no doubt, automations. So automation has been widely accepted by world. So how it emerges? Not automation means, see, instead of doing the work, you have to use tools, support of tools. Nowadays, people are expecting for some smart processing. Smart operations can be done with the support of human brain. So human brain started working like smart operations, intelligent operations, likewise, as like robot works. Let us see how these concepts came into picture. Friends, am I audible? Because I'm getting into the entry level of the topic. Am I audible, friends?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Fine. If you early 80s, students used to do project in Carnegie Mellon University, USA. The computer science graduates, I mean the students, they started doing a small project connecting internet with Coca-Cola machine. That means Coca-Cola machine, you all know, if you put a coin, it will give you one bottle of Coke. Better, what they did is they started connecting with net in 80s itself, right? Right. So they developed a coding application program such that it is just to check whether the Coke bottle is available or not. First thing, if it is available, what's the temperature of the drink? That means the refrigerator holding the Coke, its temperature is maintained by supporting to the net. That means whenever they connect to the particular machine, it says, okay, today 5 bottles are available and temperature is this much degree. Then they will think of, oh, if there is 5 bottles, what is the amount of chillness it is required? Likewise, this was the automation first they started. Later, after decades, that means after 10 years, 15 years, they extended these concepts, because this concept was quite happy for them, so they extended for next level technologies like wireless communication, embedded systems, micro electromechanical systems, electronics. Likewise, so many things are attached. Later, in modern world, that means by 2000, right? They felt, why not we use the higher end giant network of devices to be connected. That means connecting device with device. Then those devices are connected not only wired through wireless. Then those devices will have internet connections. So likewise, they did many work. Later, connecting several devices, they started collecting data. For example, if it is a sensor, they started collecting data from the sensor. Then those data are shared. Example, suppose you want to check whether there is what could be the climate today, then they kept some temperature sensor in the open air. So based on temperature, it will signal. Those signals are converted into data. Those data are passed to the system. Those system will do computations. That means it will store. Day by day temperature is stored. So using which it will calculate, okay, now the temperature is day by day increasing or it is decreasing, like some computations. So for all those things, they connected many devices with net connections. That is, as you all know, IoT. I'm sure this morning you all would have attended introduction of this class. So I don't want to explain what is IoT. Anyway, so Internet of Things started working like this. This is the way how smart operation emerged. Okay, friends, whether IoT is widely accepted by worldwide, let us see. Very first, I told you, worldwide automation is accepted. Very earlier, people said, no, if automation comes, job will go off likewise. Later, it is proved that because of automation, jobs have not gone up. It has grown your lifestyle. Then they were thinking of how about IoT. Then you just see the statistics. In 2003, right, the small circle, blue color, this was IoT, and bigger circle is population. That means the huge population started using. Among the huge population, less number of people started using the IoT. Within 7 years, that means by 2010, right, you could see that the IoT usage has crossed population strength. That means exactly by 2008, the number of IoT and number of population was same. Then after 2008, that means 9, 10 onwards, it started growing more and more, and usage has grown up. It's grown up and it's gone up. By 2015, it has become now almost double size. Then 2020, it is estimated that 50 billion is under usage of IoT. So this shows that it is a vertical growth of IoT. That means worldwide, everyone are accepted. That means everyone, they started using IoT. That means connected to any of the gadgets, any of the devices with net. That's what the statistics says. This is one of the amazing trends of IoT. Just see in which field they have used. So this is statistics released last month, not this month. You see, of course, the statistics has taken for long years till 2009. It's published recently, recent days. In fact, here you see the usage of was more on manufacturing. Then the smart homes, right? For because now our topic is mainly with real life. So how it is connected with real life? So apart from manufacturing, for smart homes, it is utilized, and asset management there is it's utilized, and the monitoring, keep track of your freights. Those things also utilized. These are the major things have been utilized with the support of IoT. Friends, actually, in real life, how it is to be utilized, I have a big list, almost 50 applications I have. But before getting into 50 applications, let us see 1 or 2 applications in detail, so that you will come to know, even you can start working on it. Either if you are a researcher, I don't know how many researchers are here. I think some of you might have completed your PhDs, but you can start working with student project or your own research project or anything. You can work on this. In fact, you can start your own entrepreneurship. You can start your own business. So for that, let us see what are things. So one by one, we'll see two different applications. One is with agriculture, another one is with blockchain. Both the things I explain in detail. Then I'll show you what are the different applications that come across in our real time in life. Anyway, so this statistic shows these are the major occupancy of IoT. Right, friends? As I told you, globally people have accepted this. So the IoT growth in 2017 was 16.7% per year. I mean, in that particular year, but it creates a big business of $800 billion just 3 years before. But you see, its expectation is 2021, current year. Globally, the Internet of Things is going to make a big business of $1.4 trillion. Such a big business, it is going to growth. See the difference in 3 years. In 2017, it was 800 billion, but 2021, because 2021 now only it started. So it is 1.4 trillion. It's an approximation in the sense it is nearing almost 1.39 something trillion dollar. Big business is going to emerge. Such a way, IoT is emerging. That is what I told the EC department of Kumar Engineering College has taken a wonderful topic that in current trends, this is highly useful. In fact, we can, disseminate these points among the students and we can ask them to work. Right, friends? I'll straight away go for the topic and we'll start from the scratch once again. I was saying IoT on real life. IoT, as you all know, it's Internet of Things connecting with different devices, different gadgets, or different sensors. So there are many applications connecting with these technologies. Like you can take any process that could be automated with the help of IoT. Again, smart appliances, maybe home or anything else, right? Home automations. Smart cars. You know that autonomous cars is working well, right? Worldwide. Tesla, in fact, they have tested smart cars. So all man-made applications with unmanned vehicles. See, such a way people are growing. People's brain has been working on it. And most important thing, healthcare applications. One of the biggest support in real life. That means if a patient is admitted at a remote place, no problem. Through IoT, the patient's details are connected to the hospital, and doctors take care of the patient from remote location with the help of IoT. Likewise, many things has come. Apart from this, for business, many analytics, big data analytics, or we could say many decision analytics for the business has been come up. For this, many research are going on. I'll just give one sample today, how analytics is made to support for a decision. In fact, voice assistants, you all know well. In fact, we use Siri, Alexa, so many things in our mobile, right? In fact, you need not dial. Such a comfortable things has come on. Smart grids, likewise, the list goes on and on with the support of IoT and making a big contribution in our life. Just look into this, monitoring the baby, smart shelves, healthcare monitoring, smart refrigerators, smart shoes, in fact, smart gardening, child finder, right? In fact, the fitness trackers, likewise, so many things. Apart from this, social related things like pollution warning. If there is more pollution, automatically the sensor attached to the environment says pollution is more. Automatically, the department that belongs to pollution control, they will take immediate action and safeguard the environment. Likewise, there are many things takes place with the support of IoT in our day-to-day life. I'm just getting into this one by one. Friends, am I audible? Professor's audience?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes.
That's fine. Because no, I wish to know whether it's audible. That is what, right? I'll just keep checking it then and there. Right, friends. As I told you, in our area, I mean, in Indian growth, we have so many advanced technologies. In fact, we are quite equipped with so many things. See, we have data with us. Using the data, we can convert into informations. There are variety of domains are there. In fact, we can be an expert in one of the domain. So we can frame a domain expert systems with the available informations. You can collect data by connecting to any gadgets or else any sensors. Those data you can do some computations. For that, you make use of different types of communications, and you can create control systems also. So everything is available within you. You need not depend on any foreign countries or anybody else. Everything available with us. As all the resources are available with us, can't we innovate some new products? Definitely, we can create many new IoTs that would support the society. That means when you do something, when you bring something to the society, it will be helpful for society. It becomes a big business in the current trends. Likewise, so definitely we can. For that, what to do? One novel approach, a modern thinking, innovative way of thinking, definitely bring a new product. That product becomes, that product will take you to higher level of the nation, and in fact, the nation also will grow up and up. No doubt with this. Right, friends? Let me go in detail of this. We want to go for a smart system or intelligent system or higher end comfortable system, but that should support your work. It should improve your quality. For that, as I told you, we have to think in a different way. It's not that normal thinking, it should be some innovative thinking. For that, definitely, in order to implement a new IoT for comfortable real life scenario, what are things we face? Definitely, we face a big challenge. When we face a big challenge, we shouldn't leave it as a negative one, because all the negatives one day becomes positive. So it's like a SWOT analysis, like. So in SWOT analysis, we look for some challenges. All the challenges we can convert into opportunities. Then for this, we need to make some transformation from old scenario to new scenario. We have to move on. For that, we have to make a transformation. While making transformation, no doubt we have to go for some novelty thinking. As we are all, most of our faculty members, we all have done some research projects, or already we are working with the research projects, or we are doing some work, or we teach the class in different manner. So it's a kind of different novelty. Such novel approach definitely will reflect in the real life. So taking IoT, and what are the challenges of this IoT, what transformation could be done, how to bring a transformation with modern novelty, definitely will reflect in the real life. So we'll take one or two sample, then we'll move on for the other things. Friends, what all things you face, everything you can connect to all the domains. It's not only for one domain, it could be augmented to all the domains. As I have shown this picture, it is countless, it is numerous. There is no single domain, there are multiple domain can be connected to IoT. Starting from mailing purpose, automations, alarming, music system, healthcare, everything is connected, tracking, everything is connected with IoT. So I have listed out a few things. What are the enhancements we do with IoT in real life? Just see connected appliances. What all things you use day by day. See, from office you can connect to your your washing machine. Smart home security systems. I don't know whether any of you come across this smart. There are many things connected to smart home, but I'll tell you a funny thing. It looks like very funny, but you know, still research is going on. Smart home, you connect many IoT devices. These IoT devices will connect to day-to-day life of your home. Friends, again I repeat, that means say morning 6 o'clock you will switch on the light, or morning 6 o'clock you get up and you switch on the light inside the house, but you will switch off the light outside the corridor. Then you will start working. You will work. Then daytime you will use fan. Evening time you will switch on. Right. Evening time again you will switch on the lights in the house. Sometimes in between you will play your audio systems. You may watch televisions. Then by 9 o'clock, almost you'll put off everything except television. Right. After that you will see some 1 or 2 serial. Then you'll put off the TV. Then you will put off all your lights. Right. In fact, sometimes AC will be on, and night lamp will be glowing. The lights at the main gate that will be glowing. These things would happen in your day-to-day life. Such things are observed, and it will automatically execute next day. Only one change is now you are not in the house. You leave your house to your native. Somewhere you go. You will not be available in the house for 3 days. If you are not there in the house for 3 days, then your house is not for you. Your house will be of someone's house. Correct? Some burglar will enter, some thief will enter into your house. They will steal all the things. But thief will know. Thief, that means you pretend such that you are living inside the house, but actually you are not inside the house. That means you're creating a security system such that with the help of IoT. How means, though you leave the house, though there were nobody in the house, automatically by 6 o'clock morning, your what do you call, your night lamp will be off, your mixie will be on for 2 minutes, your fan will be switched on for a few minutes, and your audio system will be playing. And evening time your TV will be switch on. Evening automatically by 6 o'clock your light on. Right, then again 9 o'clock your TV will go with some serials. Then after 9:30 your lights will be off, but corridor light will be on. All those things as if you really live. Likewise, this is a type of security system. For this, actually they use ubiquitous computings. Such kind of computing architectures are used along with IoT and technology. This is one thing. Apart from this, we have more things. If a thief enter into a house, then it will alarm. It will alarm not only to you, nearby police station, nearby your relative. In fact, it gives message to you. It gives ring to your mobile. Likewise, these are some of the security. Then fire system. Likewise, these are different way of novel thinking to make a home so security. This is one enhancement. So likewise, autonomous farming, wearable health monitors, right? Smart factory, so many things. Biometric securities. Container C, you will send some goods from here to England, wherever it moves, either roadway, airway, or by ship, by sea, right? All shipments are tracked, and it is notified where the particular goods are right now available. Likewise, friends, we have so many things in our day-to-day life. I'm going to show you a few glimpses of 1 or 2 fields, how they have challenges, how it is transformed, how it is novelty. Friends, is this right for all of you? Meanwhile, just drink a cup of water. Friends, am I audible?
Sir, audible.
Fine.
Okay, sir.
This is the way. I have given only the intro how we are using IoT. Now I am going to show you 1 or 2 samples. Let us take the agriculture. So those who attended my earlier sessions might be knowing this particular example. But apart from this, I'm going to show you one thing, how IoT is connected with the blockchain. It would be a different, quite interesting story like, right? So before, let me go with the agriculture, because this might be new for few members. So what are the challenges you face with agriculture? The weather, the natural resources, the demography, shortage of land, the farms have become smaller, right? The production has gone down, heavy deforestation, water scarcity, rainfall shortage, climate change, many hazards due to calamity, and farmland has gone down to 25%, right? Even if somehow produce some food, that food is wasted. Likewise, there are many challenges. All these challenges has to take into account. You have to undergo some operation with the help of IoT to come out of these issues. How to come out of these issues? These are nature related. For that, we have the support of IoT. So we have to think in a different modernized way. We have to go for a modernized farming, so-called smart farming. The smart farming currently is called as precision agriculture, where we use systems. The system operates by connecting with sensors. So once you integrate system and sensor, there it monitors the conditions. This monitoring can be done not only in the same place, it could be done from the remote location. How? The field, the light, the humidity, the temperature, the moisture of soil, what kind of crop the soil can produce, what kind of, in which season crop can be produced. All those things your smart system can suggest to a farmer. Such a way, modernization has grown up with the support of IoT. So here, computationally, we could say we optimize the approach of using natural resources and its related resources. That's most important, right? The natural resources and its associated resources are taken and it is optimized. For that, we use automations. The intelligent farming system is used here. For that, we apply or we take the IoT into agriculture. It made a wonderful change in the life, that too in real life. People have got good quality of crops, good quantity also, number of quantity also increase. That helps the farmers also to grow more and more. Such a way, modernization helps a lot. I'll just show you a basic transformation which you know well. See, earlier farming was done like this. This is traditional farming, okay, for irrigation. Later, what they did, they made a modern farming like drip irrigation, like, right? Only thing is from the all integrated with pipelines. They did this. Then that means from traditional farming, they made a transformation to the modern farming. From modern farming, they went for smart farming. They started using drones and other devices, gadgets for farming across the field. So this is a small transformation for smart farming. You can ask me how it is connected with IoT. I'll tell you a little later. We'll go with one. In order to make the transformation, as I told you earlier, we have to go for novel thinking. When we go with novel thinking, definitely it leads to innovation or innovative thoughts. See, earlier we used to harvest using hand. Some modern thinking, right, made the people to bring a harvest machine. So instead of doing manually, you started doing harvest machine. But after this harvest, you have to take the paddy and dry leaf is separated, grain is separated. Then from the grain again, you have to take broken pieces, like so many things. Then another person thought in a different way. Another modern thinking made this to another level of transformation by innovative thought, such that, see, this is a harvest machine. This harvest machine harvests everything and it puts into the garage. There it is segregated. That means dry leaf is separated, grains are separated, powder is separated, dust is separated. Then among the granules, that means rice granule, the broken pieces are separated, full rice is separated. Likewise, size wise, it is separated. Sometimes it is polishing also. So many things has been done by means of automations. So these kind of things happen only because of innovative thoughts. So based on these concepts, people started using digital world by connecting with IoT like gadgets. That means whatever physically we have, that you started connecting with digital world. So physical things are connected with digital worlds. For that, we started using intelligent farming. see in this intelligent farming, they started using IoT. So these IoT connected to, transmitters connected to devices, many gadgets. These gadgets started collecting the data from the field, from the environment, from the crop. Everything is observed and computation is being done. It is not only for agriculture, but it is applicable for almost all the domain. So as like education 4.0, as like industry 4.0, you can go for an IoT connecting with various domain 4.0. So that means a novel approach by connecting with IoT that will influence for sustainability of the concepts, sustainability of the systems. That means coolly sitting at one area, you can bring out all your products with quality that will improve your business, that will improve your quantity, and it will support the society also. So your business also grows up. You can control with a small gadgets, handheld device, or even with mobile apps. So with the help of a mobile app, you can control all things as it is shown in this system. In fact, it is highly secure. Even hackers cannot enter. Such a way you have security mechanisms such that your data are highly stored and safeguarded. In addition to this, you can connect, you can do many, as you all know, you do finance marketing, you do online purchase, you do many money transactions. Apart from this, connecting your mobile with various gadgets will control those machines from sitting at one place in a remote location. Right, friends, let us think how physical and digital worlds are connected. Let us take a sensor, right? This sensor, sensor's work is to just detect. It will detect and it will emit signals. Those signals, the sense signals, are converted or transformed into values. Those values are transmitted to a system or a center where you will do all kind of automation process. This processing center will do all kind of computations, and it will come out with a solution. That means after computation, it will come out with one data. That data will inform or it will convey some instructions or command to any machine to operate. So a sensor's work is to detect the signals, current trends. So it will sense and it will give an automation to a machine. Like in between, we electronic people or computer people or electrical engineers, you have the role of transforming this signal into a computations or an automation such that a machine works without the intervention of human. So without the support of human, we can operate the machines such a way. So this is nothing but this is IoT, Internet of Things. This IoT can be connected to all modern technologies, whatever in current technologies or whatever in future technologies, all technologies are nowadays connected with IoT. As it is shown in this diagram, the IoT is connected with the blockchain, it is connected with data analytics, it is connected with the precision agriculture, artificial intelligence takes the help of IoT, nanotechnology collaborates with IoT, drone technology will be part of IoT. Likewise, it keeps on and on. As want of time, I'll just take 3 of this diagram and explain you how IoT's data are helpful for real life. So let me start with IoT with Agri. So as I told you, the sensor will sense and it will control the machine. Let us say crop water management. So in your agriculture field, you have crops. So here there are sensors connected to your mechanism with the field. So here the water will be pumped from the well. So once you pump water, as you are not in the field, the water will be wasted. So it may result in wastage of water. So once the water is wasted, then the water level goes down. Once it goes down, it may not sufficient for the next crop. Then a novel thinking by an expert, an agriculture expert, connecting with IoT, they made an automation such that as much water is required, that much it is used. That's what we call crop water management. As much water required for the particular crop, that much water only. That means this crop X need 40 liters of water. Then only 40 liters of water are pumped out. In that case, remaining water are stored. That storage of water are used for next day crop, or it is used for some other crop. Likewise. So for this, one automation helps a lot. How it happens? See, the field, I mean the crop, gives a signal. In the inside the crop, you have an IoT mechanism. Nothing but one sensor is fixed. It will signal to the farmer's mobile that there's a shortage of water in the field. Then farmer, you know what he will do? He will make a dial. That means he will call. He will dial. Once he dial, the communication goes to the motor, and the motor will pump water. Similarly, one point of time, your the sensor in the field, it would tell you that now sufficient water has come, because soil moisture will increase. Water level also will increase in the paddy field or something else. Then your sensor would say you have water. Immediately now the signal will go to farmer's mobile. Now farmer once again will dial. The communication will go to motor. Now motor will automatically stop pouring the water. So as much water is required, that much water only is utilized now. Here the farmer need not be inside the field. He will be away from the field. He may be at remote location, even out of country also it can be. But he will get signal from there. He can make these automations. So this Agri 4.0, with the support of IoT, it has accurate irrigation technologies that leads to reduce excess water. It improves productivity. That is most important, because as long you store water, that water can be utilized for next day irrigation, or it can use for another crop. Likewise, so your production also grows and number of crops also grows. Like this is one of the good example where IoT can help a lot for your real life food product. See, what are things you can do with IoT with Agri, right? You can predict soil moisture level. If some predators comes to your field to destroy your field crop, that movement of predators are identified here. Irrigation system is monitored. The predators, damage your crops, it is observed. Productivity will be increased. Your water is conserved, and most important thing, it's a profit to the farmers. Beyond everything, I would say one thing: it will give more production that helpful for society. So society, if the society is getting good food, then it is the biggest support from the agriculture side. For that, IoT helps a lot. We'll go for the concept, because we are all conceptual engineers. So friends, see, we use solar system, right? Apart from this, we use many devices here. These device, one would say what's the level of soil, another would say what's amount of water is required, another says how much water is needed, whether the soil contains nutrients or not, right? And again, there's an image processing would happen. It will identify whether there is any damage in the leaf or in stem. That means any disease affected to the leaf. It can be identified with the help of image processing. Then again, climate sensors. Likewise, so many sensors are connected to a crop. So these data are collected and it is stored in the cloud. So cloud services helps a lot for IoT, where intelligent IoT helps a lot, right? But with the help of edge computing and fog computing, these smart devices works a lot. Their artificial intelligence also plays an important role in handling IoT. Right, friends, what are other technologies you have in Agri? I'll just quickly go because I have to talk some more examples. So robots, temperature, GPS technology, GIS, satellite image, drone technology, fetching data, merging the data sets, software development for farming, AI, blockchain, like this, many thing, right? Urban agriculture, vertical farming. Likewise, there are many things can be connected with IoT with Agri. Right, friends. I'm just moving towards next application where IoT with blockchain. I will tell you a story then you'll understand where blockchain helps a lot. Right, we'll see how blockchain comes into the picture for connecting IoT. Earlier, blockchain was used for financial services. That means you all know, you might have come across cryptocurrency and all those things. So worldwide, they made a success in this financial process. So they found, why not we use this service, blockchain service, right? For it's a good technology. Why not we use this fantastic technology for other sectors? Then they started integrating the sensor. That means IoT, integration of connecting many devices with Internet of Things, where you can bring a novel approach, or you can bring an intelligent system where blockchain concepts would work. And most important thing, if you use blockchain, your data is highly secure. That concept is there in blockchain. So using IoT, you'll get different variety of data. Those data can be stored. At the same time, you can do many wonders by connecting the IoT. So they started connecting IoT, they started collecting data, and this integrating with IoT help in building secure infrastructures. That means whatever data you collect, that cannot be leaked by the hacker, because such a cryptographic concepts are implemented in these blockchains. So enterprises started using blockchain. So it will continue to mature and develop so many concepts that leads to higher credentials. It is why, because blockchain has safety concepts. In order to run the blockchain successful, they need data. Those data are supplied by sensor, nothing but connecting different device, gadgets, right, with internet. So IoT. So these things are highly helpful for real life. See, friends, leading industries has conveyed that connecting with many IoTs or gadgets, device like chips, sensor, actuators, these things are embedded into physical systems. It started transmitting data to IoT network. There you collect this data, do some analytics. So these analytics capabilities converts this data insights into many actions. As I told you, if water level goes down, immediately that signals. So likewise here also, different domains are chosen, and all the domains they started using IoT with blockchain. So it's a business process for modern approach. Here, friends, the concept like DLT, we call distributed ledger technology, right? This ledger means, it stores data, right? Yeah, ledger keeping, bookkeeping, we say. That means it will store data, using which it is capable to support all challenges connecting with IoT security and scalability. So I will go for an example, an interesting example, so you will understand how IoT plays a role here. Could you see this, friends? Can you tell me what picture you're seeing now? Friends, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Can you tell me what's the slide currently I'm showing, whether it's moving on?
Sir, real life application, sir.
Fine, sir. So I'm showing like story will move, sir. See, in a ship, in a coastal area or in a mid sea, a fish is caught by a fisherman. After fishing, right, he takes the fish into the boat. Immediately he is tagging. Tag in the sense, some IoT tag is fixed to the fish. Now the fish is transferred to a different location. Before it reaches the different location, it moves from hand to hand, various hands. From the boat, it will go to the, fisherman will take into the boat, and from the boat, it will go to the shore. From the shore, it is transferred to the, logistics. Through logistics, it will go to different locations. Sometimes it will go to local market, sometimes it will go to domestic, sometimes they will preserve. Likewise, everywhere, wherever it moves, that tag will be kept along with the fish. You could have seen, I'm sure you could see that a tag is fixed. This tag contains a code, maybe a barcode or maybe a QR code. That QR code can be read, right? If you scan, it will read, it will give the informations. What are the information it has? Later we'll discuss. Now see, now fish is caught in the sea, right? Immediately it is tagged and kept into the boat. Now once the boat comes to the shore, now it is handed over to the shore people. So automatically the tag will update the information that it is moved from one location to other location. Then that data is stored. Now this is handed over to the local business people. Then automatically it is mentioned, it was caught in this day, this time, it is carried through boat. Now it is given to the local market. Local market people, they will take and they will collect all the fish belong to that area into a cluster, one group. Then you can identify. If you take, if you scan, it would show when it was caught. Now it is where it is taken. Then it is put onto a logistic vehicle, and in the vehicle it moves. Now you can keep track of where the fish is moving now, right? So you can fix some days to travel from seashore to one particular place within 4 hours. Means you can track whether it is reached in 4 hours. While moving, it should not be, the nature of the fish should not be damaged, or it should not go in vain. So what you do, sometimes you will preserve. Wherever it moves, that tag is kept along with this. So while preserving, right, you will apply some chemical or whatever it is, but it should be a quality one that is entered into the informations. So now that information also comes. That's what blockchain, chain of information comes along with this block by block. So now you see a fish which is caught in the seashore. Now it has been converted into multiple forms. Sometimes you will clean and you will pack as a full fish. Sometimes you will clean and you will put into pieces. Those pieces are processed now. After process, it is packaged. Then the same tag is fixed here. So the tag, right? The tag may have some chip. Maybe it connected with IoT. Now it will be storing next information that the fish that is brought to the processed area, now it is processed. So friends, I'm just going back to the story. It was caught at sea. It was taken by the fishermen and put into the boat. From the boat, it comes to shore. From the shore, it started moving to a retail person. He takes over the logistics, travel. Now it has reached to some other location where this fish is taken from the cartage. Now it is opened and it is processed. Till then, all the data are stored. How? It's a block of chain of information, blockchain, but how? With the help of IoT. Now IoT supports a lot to this. If you scan, it will tell you when it was caught and how long it was processed and how long you can use the package. Right. Now this processed fish, either it will go to domestic shop or retail market, or sometimes people would sell it to hotel. So it will be, when it is sold to hotel, there they will cook. Even after cooking, this tag will it will travel along with the product, right? If it is food product, along with the food product, that QR code should be attached and moved on. So you can suppose you get a pack. From the pack, you can scan and retrieve the informations. See, using your mobile, you can scan the QR code or barcode, whatever it is, the code that is fixed on this, it will fetch some information. How? Means at the beginning, some IoT device are used to fix up the data about the fish. Now, once you scan, it will tell you today's date is 25th. So 24th morning, it was caught in this mid-Indian Ocean Sea. Likewise, it will tell you in the southeast of this direction. So automatically understand that within one day, it was carried from such a long distance. It was processed, it was packed, all those things. Now I'm moving to next angle. See, this is the fish pack you are taken from the domestic market or department store. Now I'm telling, now you're going to a restaurant. Now the fish has become a food product, right? Yeah, it is cooked food. Now the cooked food, along with the cooked food, a tag comes. The tag contains your code. There also you can scan, and it will tell you when it was caught, how it was processed, how it traveled, and where it was kept, in which condition, which temperature. And now the fish is fried using what kind of delicious things, like whether it's organic things, whether it's spicy, or right, what type of fry it is, right, which degree of heat, and right, so to make tasty, whether they have added any ingredients, everything comes. Once you eat this fish, while eating, you can scan. The scanned information tells you this is the fish caught in this particular area. So next day you will prefer. Next day you will say, I want fish which is caught in the mid-sea of southeast of Indian Ocean. Likewise, you would say. That is the biggest support of IoT in this food product. So now you come to a conclusion that if you take a food product and scan, with the help of IoT, you will get all the details, where, in which direction it was caught, everything. Friends, for a kind information, if you take a fish and if you feel it is so delicious and tasty, it's not only how it was made, but the fish that belongs to the area. Because sometimes some fish belongs to some sea. In that sea, they will have some plants, some aqua plants. Those plants are energetic, right? It is tasty. Once the fish eats that grass, then fish taste also will be more. So while eating, if you feel excellent, you can give a tip to the person who is at the catching level. I repeat, friends, I repeat here. Now we are tasting the fish. By tasting the fish, if you scan the code, the code, right, with the blockchain of information, it will tell you who caught this fish. Then you can pass a bonus tips, not to the person who served the food, but to the person who caught this food. Sometimes some rare fish will be caught from the mid of the sea, where it will eat a different variety of grasses, right? Or with different types of algae, it will eat. Those fishes are good. If you feel, then you can say, I'm paying $10 or I'm paying 100 rupees to this fisherman. Automatically, it will go to the fisherman. How it happened? That is what IoT comes into the picture. Because with the help of IoT, it is tagged at the beginning of the fishing area, right, where the fish was harvested, that place. Say, for example, if I am the fisherman, in my boat, I have an identification. My identification is fixed along with the fish. Now it is transported across many hands. Now it's come for the restaurant, and the restaurant tells this fish was caught in this particular area. So I will get a tip of 100 rupees. Because without damage, I have polishedly caught the fish and hand over to the restaurant. Likewise, so today you'll give a tips to me, and tomorrow my business will grow up and up. That it's an information to many people that this fish product is good. Fish product of company ABC Corporation is good. So automatically it's a big business. So next day again I'll try more and more fish from the same area, right? So it will tell you which part of the sea it is. Once you go to new place, new restaurant, you would say, I want the fish belong to this particular region. So these are some of the advantage that plays important role in real life, right? Because I don't know how many of you come across this, but it's a new approach for you. I think so. Am I right, friends? Have you heard about this example earlier? Friends, I'm interacting with the audience. Have you come across this example earlier? I'm audible, or are you all here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you heard about this example earlier?
The participants are unable to speak, sir. They can only chat, sir.
Chat, fine, not issue. At least one of you can respond so that I'll come to know that you are in online. Thank you, gentlemen, for information. Fine. Anyway, this is one of the support we get from the IoT. Right, friends? So, with the help of IoT, what we do is from the harvest of fish to the hotel restaurant, whatever happened, everything is recorded with the help of what do you call with the support of IoT. Such a way, the data is being carried and it is stored in the cloud or any storage area, and from where we collect data, and those data has become a business now. So starting from food order, you scan the tag of the, tag, you get the information of the food, which will explain the details about the location of harvesting. The location, C location where.
Bhaskar, நீ தான் host ஆ?
Yes, professor. The location where you harvest the fish and what ingredients you used today. Up to this, everything is stored. That's what I use the word H to H, harvest to hotel. While harvesting, what was the condition of the fish? After preparation, what was the ingredients added? Whether it is organic or what ratio it is added, everything is given here. So it will show you whether chemical is added for preserving. Everything you can identify in this. Such a way comes here. Okay, friends. I was saying IoT helps a lot in real life. Let us see how conceptually, because you're all engineers, so definitely you should know how this concept works. This is the concept flow. See, the first one is fish is caught, right? Catchment area of the fish. Then it is tagged with IoT with coding. Coding in the sense it's a barcode or QR code, right? And it is added out to the boat. So he checks, yes, it's fine. There's no damage in this. Fine, it's approved in the boat size. Then it comes to the shore area. So lands in the shore. Here it is given to the local people. So local people takes this. They will receive in the different conditions, right? They'll receive the fish in the good condition, received, because all the data are updated. Then actually, instead of saying updated, I would say it is appended. In blockchain, it will append, right? It's a chain of information. Then it is processed. The fish are processed. If you want, you can pack, or if you want, you can slice, and it is sold to the market or to the restaurant. So now the sales goes up. After selling, wherever it reaches, there they can scan and read the information, what way it comes through, what are ways it's supported. So only by scanning, you will get all informations. Just an ordinary mobile is enough to scan. It will get you all the informations which is already being connected with the support of IoT. We'll see what happened from source to destination, right? Which travels across thousands of miles, right? From fish harvest, seafood dealers, right? Traveling through many process, export, import, right? The retail market, distribution of the fish, where it goes, which market, which restaurant, who is the customer, who consumes, everything comes in the pipeline. Thereby, with the help of IoT, you track all the data, you gather all the information. Thereby, a consumer from the last can give a tips to the fisherman who harvests this fish. Likewise, everything comes in the chain of information, right? That's the end of this story. Now you can understand that IoT connects to track of information. Not only this, in modern technology, blockchain information, it gives big business in today's world. Friends, I have given only the fish. Likewise, hen, so many things are the chicken, so many things are connected to identify what are things comes across. Now let us, as the topic talks about real life, so far I have connected with agriculture, one example, another example with seafood, and everywhere I have touched upon how it is connected with IoTs. We'll see a few IoTs, right? See, soil moisture sensor. This is a soil moisture sensor because these are things I have worked. So I'm showing you in real time. I have worked this. See, this is a sensor that will sense the moisture level, right? See, I'm using a small chip using which I'll get information that the moisture level in the soil. See, This is a passive infrared sensor. It will emit infrared. If some movement occurs in the field, like any predators or small animal, insect, if it crosses inside the farm, automatically this will detect and gives alarm. So for that we use IoTs. See, soil moisture and this PIR sensor and all, it can be connected to the Arduino board, where with the help of coding, you can perform some operations, right? So if you are at a remote place, you can find out which location, what happens, everything by passing the informations. We use GSM module device as well as the technology. So your program, which is connected to the device, it will gather information from the device. That means IoT always gives information. Those informations are processed. The processing center would tell you in which location, what happened, how it happened, how to attend, everything comes here. These are the things we can do with our own. Now I'm just moving on how this technology plays a role in our real life application with precision agriculture. When I say precision agriculture, extreme modernized agriculture, connecting satellite, you can do many farming. So we call satellite farming. This precision agriculture in modern days, it is highly useful. See, site-specific crop can be done. Suppose you want to irrigate maize in your farm, immediately maize belongs to which location. That's location-specific crop, location-specific pest. All these things can be controlled here. So this is controlled based on the observations. How do you get observations? By data. How do you get data? By connecting with the IoT. So these data, using which you will make some assessment, you will calculate how much water is required, what could be the soil moisture. So if you irrigate some more water, it will grow like this. Then inside, along with water, if you put some pest, right, it will give some nutrient. Likewise, so it's an integrated crop management system. It will monitor the crops, right? From the remote, you can sense, connecting with GPS, geographic information system, and so many gadgets and technologies are interconnected, which helpful for your real life application. One more real life applications, you produce the food. See, the amount of food that is produced cannot be used in the same day. So you have to store and use for the long life. So that will create a good safety of food to this world. See, so IoT applications will keep track of when it was, as like fish story, when it was harvested from the paddy, how it is stored in the godown, whether godown has got temperature monitoring system, what could be the humidity without spoiling the, right? And there should be some communication technologies like internet, RFID, wireless sensor network. All those things should be monitored from some different locations. This will address, or this will make attempts on the physical hazards. If physical hazards takes place, it will address those things. Similarly, if there is any chemical contamination, that also will be observed. So chemical hazards, all these things are identified. Sometimes some biological contaminations also would happen. If you store some food particle in a closed area, sometimes that moisture itself makes some biological contaminations. Some hazards, biological hazards would happen. That also need to be identified. For this, IoT plays an important role. Right. I'm just going to next vertical. So far, I'm talking about that IoT helps a lot for real life. How means I told you from fish harvesting to hotel, how it is traveled. You can track of the quality of the food. In fact, you can give a gift to the person who caught this fish. Likewise, one. Another one is you make a modernized agriculture. Likewise, apart from this, you can connect IoT for variety of crops. That is what I said. You can ask me. Said, just now you told me it can be connected. I'm taking you to different vertical where you can have vertical farming or urban farming, we can call seawater farming. In fact, desert agriculture also. How desert farming would takes place, because desert with shortage of water. So there your IoT would say, in this desert, this is the temperature. For this temperature, you cannot grow crop Y, but you can grow crop X. For this, you need only 10% of water. Something like it could say. So such kind of automations helps a lot for growing different types of crops in different climatic condition region like deserts, seawater, urban farming, likewise. And urban farming and all, you all know well that they do smart working on the roof garden, like, right. Apart from this business and technology, apart from societal help, let us see how researchers make use of this. See, in order to bring this into a modern thing, research people started using greenhouse smartness. So to make a greenhouse smartness, they started using IoT that is connected to weather stations. So automatically it observes what's the climatic condition. Accordingly, it will pass instructions or command. We can have solar powered instruction, solar power also connecting with IoT, and using which you get greenhouses. That means green energy. So sensor will collect, transmit the real-time data, which helps in monitoring, and it will convey the status of greenhouse, which is high in real time. Right, friends? At the beginning, I told you using IoT, you can go for decision support system. Friends, I'll tell you a real-time project what I was working on. See, you connect your device to fields, agriculture field. From there, you get more data. Using those data, you can develop knowledge systems. So knowledge support system can be developed. That means with the help of data, you can suggest what kind of crops can be grown. In mid of the crops, what kind of, because anyway you're going to irrigate to the crop. So in between the crops, you can have some other crops. So likewise, thereby you can take you can fix up for agriculture system. You can take a decision support system. So it provides a platform and tool to analyze what data, how much data is used, or quality decisions can be taken here. So you'll arrive with different solutions. This decision support system, not only for agriculture, for healthcare also. By getting data from the patient, you can analyze. You can analyze in the sense you can take a decision. So your machine would give a decision support system. It will act as a decision support system or smart system or intelligent system to the doctors. It will support the doctors to convey what the machine observed from the patient. Likewise, what the machine observed from the paddy or crop or from the agriculture field, it conveys to an agrarian what decision to be taken. So likewise, many research is going on. See the research what we are doing, what I have completed and published also, a decision support system on orchard farming. When I say orchard farming, it is nothing but fruits farming. So this is one of the real-time sample. See, you take many parameters. Some of the parameters that is taken from the particular product connecting IoT is location suitability, market availability, some technical criteria. You can ask me, how sir, we are connecting only with agriculture field. How come we know this? There should be some statistics already collected based on the market. See, this month is January. In January month, the import of apple is going down. Then automatically you will be knowing in Shimla production comes up. So you have to connect what is the demand in the market. It will give some information. So you have to safeguard your apple from your plant, and those apples should be market. That's most important. For this, you use some technical, which would take the root stock of every data. There are certain things to be considered from the angle of investors. The investors, they will invest. Operation cost, labor cost, everything is taken into account. Accordingly, they will calculate. Friends, I wish to emphasize with one word that IoT give you one data. Already you will be data. Based on this, you club and make an outcome such that you should take, your system should take a decision to support this orchard farming. That's most important. So based on the analysis or based on the computations taken from the field, this intelligent farming model is a supporting tool for orchard farmers. It is capable or it is flexible to suggest what type of fruits can be yield. In fact, it can prioritize what kind of fruits can be grown in this particular farm. Likewise, in modern scenario, friends, IoT contribution goes for hydroponics and algae stock. What is that hydroponics in new terminology? It is nothing but a method of growing the plants without soil. Without soil, where will it grow? In seawater. So there is technology that's called hydroponics. So we can grow plants in seawater without using soil with the support of IoT. The device that is connected will give you some information how that is grown. Similarly, the aquaculture farming, nothing but in mid-sea or somewhere in the sea or somewhere in the pond, you can grow some algae. That algae is not useful for you, but it is highly useful for the fisheries. Because if you eat those fishes, then those fish, it's good for your health. So you see, growth of algae itself is notified here. So your IoT will notify your algae. Now, friends, now see the cycle of process. You are taking care of the algae. That means your algae is going to grow. That will be helpful for the fishes. So once see, now you can recall the previous example what I told you, harvest to hotel. Now harvest to hotel, harvesting the fish, from harvesting to a hotel, the journey is calculated here. When I say calculated, it is computed. So they eat certain algae. That algae will have some history, when it was grown, how it was grown, without any chemical it was grown. Likewise, so all this data, that means the fodder used for the fish, the consumption of the fodder, the consumption of energy, the nutrients that comes to the fish, everything is computed here, and that will reflect in the food product. So the food product, when you buy a fish, it will tell you, if it is connected with IoT, it will tell you how amount of, or what amount of nutrient this fish is consuming. Likewise, IoT is supporting a lot. Friends, there are many trend settings happen in today's world. I'm just showing certain glimpse. The Daylight company, it is working a lot for, it's called as, it is working for many products. I have taken two products called as COT, so chain of things. Another one is modem IO. So here, the combination of the concepts, the combination of technology, connecting with IoT plays an important role. So creating a marketplace for service between devices is connected here. Friends, for information, connecting device, I told you, it gives data. Here it is not only data, it creates value from the data. Most important, friends, I want everyone to underline this word. It creates value from the data which you take from the IoT. See, Daylight company, its product name is Maru. Maru, you can name it. It's an integrated with blockchain with IoT, connecting hardware solutions to solve the issues with respect to identity, security, interoperability. So many things. So because you work from remote area, your identity is most important. So it will it uses a use case to connecting and safeguard the chain of security, chain of solar content, the chain of shipping. Everything is stored here. It is developed by Daylight company. Similarly, modem.io, it's it's a data here where data, the integrity of data is highly maintained in the product's transformation. Suppose a fish is moved from harvesting to hotel, the fish data has to be highly stored in a safer way, because such that in between nobody should exploit the data. So the modem, the sensors that records at different environmental conditions, friends, because if a fish is carried from harvest area to your domestic shop, in between it travel. While traveling, you may cross different temperature. You may cross different area which may have different temperature. That need to be controlled. If the humidity is high, then you have to reduce down. So the IoT will tell you in the sense to the control room that humidity is high. Then you will do something to maintain the temperature. If the temperature is very high, chillness is very high, then it will freeze. Then it will damage the food product. So likewise, so many things, even during transmit, it is taken into account. Such a way trend settings are going on. Actually, one more trend setting. IBM platform is working on multi-cloud work. There, they carry the IoT data, it will record those data, and it will put into the data block. So the data are highly secured and it is immutable. That's most important. It's highly secured and such that nobody could damage the data. So likewise, there are many developments like freight transportation. This is one of the real-time applications. Component tracking and compliance systems. It is another one. And log operations on maintaining the data. Likewise, there are many trend settings are going on in the market. So IBM plays important role here. Right, friends. So far, I was talking about what industry had done. I have shown you two glimpses. One is agriculture, another one is fish market and fish. Is there any research? Yes, so many research is going on, connecting techniques, technology with IoT. That's what we call IIoT. We call industrial IoT. As per Science Direct, the IoT has biggest contribution for research. See, smart society. In order to make the society so smarter, e-health, mobile commerce, food source track or tracing, smart grids, most important, electric vehicle clouds and edge EVC we call surveillance, transport system intelligence. Likewise, globally, many people are working. New York Institute of Technology, Natural Science Foundation of Jiang province. Likewise, many societies in China, they are working worldwide. In Indian scenario, we take the IoT data and we work in different verticals. See, trade finance, cross-border payment, because for this we use some cases we use supply chains, some we use blockchain concepts. Likewise, a tag is attached. So digital tag, those digital tag, how do you get from a device? The device nothing but maybe a sensor. It is nothing but the IoT, Internet of Things. So trade, finance, cross-border payments, supply chains, right? The loyalty of data, digital identity, everything is worked out. These are different research is going on in India. For a kind information, in India, few banks, few business corporation, and one stock exchange, they started working with IoT connected with blockchains. They started exploring the data. In fact, the banks, they have tested with one or two transactions with Gulf countries, and another bank tested with the Philippines country for money transactions. So they started doing this. In fact, in Indian scenario, the government also had taken some initiatives like Niti Aayog has taken great initiative in this to check your KYC. So to say, for example, you are taking a business, then they will ask you, give you Aadhaar card, give these things, that, this, everything. It will take some time for them to process. Then after 5 days, they would say, we have processed. Now you're eligible. Instead, if it is connected and stored in common centralized repository, then your device would connect to those area. It will trace data and it will give the moment you submit it. So you can execute all the transaction internationally. So you need not sit at a place and wait for the response to come. Immediately the response would come. So likewise, many equipment are taken into account. In fact, bill discount process, you need not verify everything. Once the button is entered, as it is connected globally through IoT, immediately money transfer takes place here. What are the other research takes place connecting with business? You see connected vehicles. When a vehicle is connected with other vehicle, you can say autonomous vehicle, so that there won't be any clash, there won't be any accidents. Automatically your vehicle will move, bypassing or crossing other vehicles without clash. For that, we connect with many gadgets, many devices. Healthcare, most important, biggest boon of IoT is for healthcare. As I told you at the beginning, you can monitor a patient. Even once a patient has become a normal person, but still you have fixed some, what do you say, the patient can work at a workplace, but he need to be monitored. Then you can ask him to wear an IoT jacket, which would read your pulse and it will transmit to the nearby device, and transmitter will pass the information to a computation area. It will process those data. Those data are passed to the medical center, and medical center will have an system where the doctor will diagnose and it would say, no, it is seriously alarming. No, the patient is stable. No, he can normally work. If he's walking more, ask him to reduce his walk. If he's not walking, then you can ask him to walk. Likewise, so many things. During your regular day-to-day life, you need not bother about your health. Your machine will take care of. Such a way, modern IoT plays a biggest role in real life. Friends, this is one of the good example for LC. So those who are connected with business, you will be knowing that clearance, right? See, you are exporting a product. Once you export a product, the product will reach to the particular country after 1 week, 10 days, or 15 days, or maybe 3 weeks also. After that only you get payment. Sometimes people losing money also. So how the goods are sent or dispatched in good condition, that is what with the help of IoT. You see, have a quick look of this, friends. LC process. See, order goods, you provide the invoice, right? Your smart contract. Smart contract is nothing but IoT device will generate a code. That code is attached to the product. It will keep moving in the shipment. The goods are verified using the scanned code, and the goods are received in good condition. That's it. And it will pass. It is exported. Now it is in shipment. You can track when the goods will come, right? But definitely you will receive the goods in good condition. So you can make the payment well in advance. How to make? That's what we say. LC clearance. That LC clearance, once shipment is done from the harbor, you get a signal that product is received in good condition. It is transmitted to the other country. So automatically the merchant will give money for that. So that money transaction happens here. So the one part of money can be transmitted immediately to the supplier. So that's what we keep track of everything. So see, on the top you could see the shipment, verifying the goods, product, the shipment, receiving the goods, everything is checked. Then parallelly, other process goes here. If you say the goods received in good condition, then letter of credit will executed. Then we have received the good in proper condition. Then automatically it says, okay, shipment is pakka. Then automatically payment process can be done. All automated. This is good thing. Likewise, so many things happen here. Friends, organizers, I wish to show some more application. Is time sufficient? Because people may not have patience to sit and listen. But of course, these are the basic things we use in real life with the support of IoT. So I have come to the last part. Can I take a few minutes to show a few applications, or shall I wind up? Somebody, some organizers can respond to me. Hello, friends. Hello, sirs.
நீங்கள் அழைக்கும் நபர் வேறொரு நபருடன் பேசிக் கொண்டுள்ளார்.
Gentlemen, can any of you respond? In fact, you can chat even. Yes, I could see that people are saying yes, continue. Fine. I'll not take that much time, right? Anyway, I'll finish up at the earliest. Right, friends, what I wish to convey here is, with the help of human brain, that means with our knowledge, connecting with IoT, we can do research, right? That can focus towards sustainability. I'll just migrate to another area. See, this is an example. No, sir. Just to continue, I rang up you, but I got a response from the audience. Shall I continue for another few minutes? No, do. So, is it time? Is the time is already up, right, sir? Right. Okay. I'll just finish off at the earliest. Right. Audience, can you tell me what could you see? One of you? I have shared a new slide. Can you say something else?
Application of IoT in real life.
Fine. So I'm not going to show all the applications, right? As I told you, agriculture, I have shown you one example, and I have shown you all parts, because such likewise only you have to take any application. Suppose you want to work on it, you look for the challenges, you look for the transformations, you look for what novelty, right? So these things you have to take into account. Similarly, I gave one more example with letter of credit, right? How while exporting product, how money clearance is done. That is one example. Then I told you fish, how catchment area to food product becomes, in between how it is tagged IoT place. Now I'm going to quickly show few applications. See, these are different things, different process, different happenings in day-to-day life. Everything is connected with blockchain, with IoT. See, there will be bank-to-bank money transfer, right? Processing of money transactions. See, as I told you, the fish, likewise chicken, right? This also notified, right, friends? Most important thing, insurance company. See, in insurance company, you all know that sometimes something happen, the people need to wait quite long till they get the clearance from the insurance company. Now, if it is connected with IoT, automatically, immediately they'll get some information. Friends, I'll share you one interesting thing here, then I'll wind up. See, you're booking for a travel. Your ticket, your travel is now insured. So you're about to travel by 10 o'clock. You're about to reach by 12 o'clock. Okay, within 2 hours. Now the flight is delayed for 1 hour. That means your important meeting is disturbed. So while landing, automatically your ticket is connected to your nearby device, and it will sense the information, and it will pass the information to the insurance company that you have landed, instead of 12 o'clock, you have landed at 1 o'clock. So 1 hour is delay. So immediately that amount, your travel amount, is repaid to you, right? Or it comes from students. So all these automations, right? Likewise, you can think different thing and give new projects to your student. Similarly, human resource. I want to say, if I'm a HR manager, I want to verify your certificates each and every time. I need not. You put in a common repository. Suppose if I type your employee ID, automatically tells you these are your qualifications, these are your experience. Okay, all those I will gather. Your education certificate will be sent to your education institution. They will verify. Your experience certificate will be sent to your previous employer. They will verify and give you the certificates. Now, based on this, I will get all informations. Likewise, all with the help of IoT. So banking sectors, because digitized money, real estate, whether once you buy some product, one estate or house, whether it has got good records, it keep tracks, right? With the law records, insurance company, healthcare, supply chain management, fishing, education, media, so right, biggest things, messaging apps, likewise so many things, music, entertainments, everything with the help of IoT. See, you are playing music instrument, suddenly you're getting a call, automatically music instrument, it will reduce the voice, you need not get and go there automatically, right? Likewise, government records, day by day records are keep changing, So if you are connected with your app, automatically what new policy comes, what new GST says, what is the current trend, what is the current rate, everything. Energy sectors, everything. Pharma, most important, right? Voting, you can avoid fraud voting. So many things are coming. So I will stop here, friends. I wish to convey one important thing, that the thing is, right? I hope I am showing the last slide, right? Right, friends. With our knowledge, we can bring different things. Whatever different things, it should be a sustainability one. So if it is sustainability one, then with the IoT, we can handle everything effectively for our day-to-day life to increase the quality of livelihood, quantity of livelihood. In fact, it will support good things for the society. It will create peaceful to the society. So such a way we can try for different things and different products to the society and to our day-to-day life. So with this, that's the end of my presentation, friends. If any queries, I leave to the audience.
Dear participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask now. Either you can post your question in chat box or else unmute you and ask with the resource person.
Mr. Bhaskar,
Sir,
am I so faster?
no sir, it's a normal basis.
Fine. So I don't think questions are there. Anyway, before attending the questions, let me once again thank Kongnad Engineering College for hosting such a wonderful topic with the support of AICT ATAL FDP, where all the audience can do different projects. So in this session, I have been given an opportunity to share my views. I thank every one of you for your patient listening. And I thank the members of organizing team of Kongnad College, the Department of ECE, the HOD, members of faculty and other organizers, friends, for giving me a wonderful opportunity. My sincere thanks to my beloved friend, Professor Karthikeyan, Professor Dharmalingam, for keeping track of me and giving me an invite talk in this forum. Thank you, friends. I'll just leave to the forum. If there is any queries, I'm just ready to respond to you. Bhaskar?
Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Karthikeyan, sir, I don't think there will be questions.
Yes, sir. No more questions.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Shall I wind up, sir? Or?
Yes, sir. We will wind up the session, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Wishing you all a pleasant and safety stay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Dear professors, the day 1 session 3 applance and feedback link is posted in chat box. Kindly fill it soon. It will be open up to 4:30 p.m. only. Thank you all. One more kind information to all the participants. All the participants are requested to join the tomorrow session at 10 a.m. Thank you. Dear participants, the day 1 session 3 attendance and feedback link is posted in chat box. Those who are not yet complete the form, kindly fill it soon. It will be open up to 10 minutes only. Thank you.